let's say I have a business and an owner wants to think about selling in the next couple of years. Where should they invest their time today? And how should they start thinking about preparing, getting that business ready for sale?
Again, they're going to want to start with their financials. First of all, understand what the current valuation of the business is. My recommendation always is take the last 12 months because really that's the most common and the most recent time frame that we have available. Take the last 12 months, have a really clean read of your financials. If you're working with an accountant, a bookkeeper, have them look at it as well. Make sure that it's actually really fair. You are allowed to add back basically personal expenses that are run through. If there are one-time charges that won't be recurring moving forward, you're allowed to add those back. Come up with a current valuation. Look at the business and say, what is my business actually worth today? And really use that as kind of your North Star, your guiding post. Because of course, most business owners, when they exit, they love to have a number in mind. Well, it's really important to understand what is that number and is that number realistic? And so, for example, if someone looks and says, I want $4 million in terms of enterprise value, meaning top line value when I exit, and currently their business only produces 3 million. In other words, the valuation is 3. Well, there's a gap of $1 million. So there's two choices. Either the seller has to lower their expectations or they've got to increase the revenue and profitability to support the $4 million valuation. So start with the financial valuation. That's the critical part. Then move on to let's call it the legal side. Do a legal audit. Look at the lease, look at the real estate, look at the zoning, look at the permits, make sure all the proper permits are in place for the business. So do a legal audit. And then, of course, circle back. The other key aspect in that is look at the whole employee side of things. Is senior leadership in place? Is there a positive culture? What is my turnover rate? You really want to get a complete picture of the business. So those would be the three critical ones. The other one where, again, a business definitely can move the meter in a short period of time is, again, that whole social score aspect. So if there's not a lot of recent reviews, reach out to those key clients and say, hey, if you believe in the service that we provide, would you mind providing a review? And again, if there's good relationships, a lot of times clients will do that and start to build up that social score if it needs supporting. In a lot of cases, businesses don't, but those are all areas that they'd want to look at. That would provide a really good foundation to start.